Hello and welcome to my third Muddy Puddles guide. This one using probably the coolest strategy out of them all. Etienne, Comanche Commander, and Gluestorm. The hardest part is before round 27. So, we're going to start off by placing a dart monkey right over here. This placement is very precise, so that the left side of the range border is going through those two tire tracks, and the right side of the range border goes through the edge of that other tire track. And then we're going to place a sniper up here and set it to strong for 4 shots, set it to last for 6 shots, and then after 6 shots, set it back to strong, where it'll remain for the rest of the round. For round 7, set your dart monkey to last, set your sniper to last as well, only for 4 shots though. And after it shoots 4 shots on last, 5 shots on first, and then set it to strong for the rest of the round. If you messed up your dart monkey placement, there is still a chance you die at the end of round 7. But round 8 doesn't actually have any sniper micro, which is nice. Just place another sniper up here and set it to last. Before round 9, set your right sniper to strong, and then place a dart monkey right over here. This placement is also very important, but not too difficult. You want it so that the bottom right of the range border touches that part of the track, and that the right side of the arm is in line with the muddy puddle. And then set that dart monkey to last. Round 9 does have sniper micro though. Set your right sniper to strong for 9 shots, first for 1 shot, strong for 1 more shot, and then first for the rest of the round. For round 10, set both snipers to last, and your right dart monkey to first. You're going to place another dart monkey right over here. This placement isn't super important, but still make sure that you get it as close as possible to what I do, and then set it to last. You have to place this dart monkey fairly quickly. And then, once your snipers have taken 1 or 2 shots on the big wave of blues, set both of them to strong. Preferably they only take 1 shot on last on the big set of blues, but it'll still work. Round 11 is micro free. Round 12, you place another sniper here and set it to strong. That's it. Once you've reached this point, the run gets significantly easier, but there are still opportunities to slip up if you do something wrong. In the middle of 13, you gotta place another sniper in the middle of the round, right over here, and you'll keep it on first until it catches all of the leaks, and you'll set it back to strong once it has caught all the leaks. Before round 15, place a sniper right over here, and set it to strong. If you've done everything correctly, 15 should be completely micro free, which is nice for a change. And for round 16, be ready to micro any one of your snipers if you have to. Here, I had to, but sometimes you don't have to. You shouldn't have to micro more than 1 sniper as well. I did that just because I got scared, but keep in mind you do have 5 snipers. And then, before round 18, place a sub as bottom left as possible into this corner, where the right side of the range border touches the edge of that rock, and the top part touches this outline next to the track. And upgrade it to a 100 that you'll get to a 201 once you have the money. Get advanced intel before you get twin guns though. For 21, you should be able to afford your 201 sub. This guy will carry you until you can afford airburst. Or it's the 5 snipers. Upgrade any one of your snipers, preferably the top left one, to full metal jacket before 22. You might also have to micro your snipers, or just one of them, but it shouldn't happen too often. And then for 23, no micro required. For 24, upgrade your left dart monkey to a 002 camo upgrade, whatever it's called. Take round 25 very slow, and be ready to micro any of your snipers if needed. You shouldn't have to if you've gotten all the placements right, but sometimes it just happens, you know? But usually it's pretty simple. 26 is AFK, which we like. And then before 27, get airburst darts. Once you've passed this point, the game gets significantly easier. And there's basically no RNG. Before 29, place Etienne as top right into this corner as possible. This placement only helps for round 40 because that is the only time his drone damage is actually needed, which is kind of funny. 31 might actually have a little bit of RNG, but I'm pretty sure it's just sub placement. Be ready to micro a sniper or two if your sub starts chasing before the zebras come. But once the zebras have shown up, you're fine. And before 32, get triple guns on your sub. During the long pause in the middle of round 35, activate Etienne's ability. This isn't always needed actually, but just helps for consistency reasons, you know? And then after 35, place an alchemist right next to your sub, and upgrade it to a 300 Berserker Brew. You'll get this to a 320 when you have the money as well. This is one of the few times that round 36 actually gets crushed on any map. And then upgrade your alch to a 320 and your Full Metal Jacket Sniper to a 110. This is very important for this round as you need as much Berserker Brew uptime as possible and you need that extra sub vision. 38 is also pretty simple. You don't actually have to do anything. But in the middle of 39, buy armor-piercing darts or 204 on your sub as soon as you can afford it. This helps a lot. Well, not for this round, but for next round. And all the rounds after. Before round 40, place an ice monkey as bottom right into this intersection as possible and upgrade it to a 100. Also, use Etienne's ability. It helps. The ice is only there to slow down the ceramics a bit. It does end up hurting the run a bit later though. Upgrade your alch to a 420 once you have the money. This should be before 43. Well, before 42 even, but you just need to get it before 43. At some point soon, place a village as bottom right as possible in this bend, and upgrade it to a 102. And then you're going to place a heli as bottom left as possible in this bend, while in range of the village. It's very important that it is in range of the village. And you're going to upgrade it to a 204 Comanche defense when you have the money. Start out by getting 202, then 203, and then 204. Boom, you now have Comanche defense. This guy is an absolute mid-game carry on single lane maps like this one. Upgrade your village to jungle drums, and over the next few rounds you're going to place a glue gunner right here next to your heli and upgrade it to a 240 glue strike with corrosive glue. Now that you've afforded glue strike, we're AFK until 63. Feel free to use any abilities except UCAV before then. 63 is pretty easy. All you're going to do is glue strike the first wave, and then once the first wave is dealt with, use a UCAV for the second wave. And that should destroy the second wave. And for the third wave, use a glue strike as well. I used it a bit late. You could probably use it like a tiny bit earlier. 64 is one of the rounds where the ice actually kind of sabotages the run by blocking all of the projectiles that we have. So feel free to use any other abilities if you'd like. We're AFK until 73 where I used a panic ability, so see you then. On 73, you can probably use a UCAV right at the start of the round and get away with it. I use a glue strike here, but you can probably use a UCAV and a glue strike. You should have them back up both for 75, which is where you need them. Normally I wouldn't use that glue strike, but I felt scared. Round 75 is pretty easy. Just one simple ability timing. Use UCAV once your towers start attacking the first set of grouped BFBs. You should probably use it earlier than I do. Normally, I wait until all the leads are cleared, but the leads weren't getting cleared for some reason, so I used it a bit late. And then, glue strike for 76. You die without it. For 77, feel free to use any abilities. I only use Etienne's first one here, but you can probably get away with using a glue strike or a UCAV if you feel threatened. Because you don't need any of them for 78, because you now have Comanche Commander. This guy will be the carry of our run. We're AFK until round 82 or 83, I forget, where we get Glue Storm. So see you then. Oh yeah, at some point, set Etienne to first. His drone targeting doesn't really matter, but I guess it helps a little. Maybe. Buy Glue Storm once you can afford it. This guy will be our other carry. And then place a glue gunner as top right as possible here while still being in range of the village, and upgrade it to a 024 relentless glue with glue splatter set to strong. Once you've gotten this, you're also going to upgrade your village to a primary training. Now that you have primary training, place a ninja right over here. Why am I stalling? Just place a ninja right over here and upgrade it to a 040 Bloon Sabotage. Feel free to use the ability at any point before round 89. At some point soon, start placing 3 boomerangs. One of them right here next to your glue gunner, another one of them right here next to your other boomerang, and the third one we'll place later. Upgrade these two to 204 Moab presses set to strong. And then the third boomerang you're going to place not there, nope, not there, just move it over there. You're going to place it right here. And upgrade it to the same pathing and targeting as the other two. Round 90 is pretty easy. Just use the glue storm once the DDTs show up. For 91, you can upgrade your third boomerang to a Moab press mid-round, and this might help. Once glue storm runs out visually, use a Sabo. You can also probably use UCAV here, but you don't have to. You should probably upgrade the third boomerang to Moab press mid-round because it will help. 92, you don't have to use any abilities, and I would recommend not using any abilities. 93 is also pretty easy. Don't place this sub just yet. Don't place it yet. Or you can place it. We're going to upgrade it to a first strike anyway. And then for 93, use just a glue storm when the DDTs show up. Oh yeah, you can use Sabo at any point before 94. Just feel free to do that. On 94, use a glue storm and a UCAV. The instant glue storm comes up, this will absolutely melt the round. You can upgrade your sub to first strike now if you'd like. But you don't need that until 97, so feel free. And then for 95, wait until 2 to 3 DDTs have come on screen, use a glue storm, and then once you've popped a bunch of them, use a Sabo. That'll just guarantee victory. 96, you don't have to use any abilities until the ZOMGs, where you are going to use a glue storm when they're the only things left. Feel free to use another glue storm earlier if you'd like, but it's not needed. Before 97, place a mortar in range of your village, just anywhere, and upgrade it to a 004 Shattering Shells. Also, use a first strike once a fortified ZOMG starts to turn right. You should get that Shattering Shells earlier, and then target it to defortify the insides of the ZOMG. You should win, no issues. And then set the targeting of the Shattering Shells to the start for round 98. A few seconds after the round starts, or about once you reach $3,000, use a glue storm and a UCAV to absolutely melt the rest of the round. Like, it seriously just gets destroyed. For 99, you're going to use a Sabo once the DDTs show up, or a second before, and use a glue storm once a bunch of them come on screen. This should just destroy the round. For round 100, I would recommend not using any abilities, except for a strike which we will use later, just for consistency. Use a first strike once your bad has fully turned right. If you use it later, you'll probably die. Good job on your Muddy Puddles black border with an underused hero and Comanche commander. Glue Storm was also there, I guess. I hope this guide helped you out. Have a nice rest of your day. Goodbye. This was kind of funny to make. Anyways, more guides coming out soon, I think.